Hello everyone, welcome back to the session. So, in the previous session, what we have learned, created the front end part, where in that front end part we are using creating the home and also the pages, what we want to show the pages, and also few components, right? So, in these components, box model we have created and card. So, I have created everything here with the means I have done practically the programming everything. I will explain you step by step so that I don't want to take much time of yours and you can understand. I will explain you step by line everything, each step of each component. And also another thing here, I want to tell you that I will share you the code. You can check it and you can refer the video for any doubts, or you can contact me in the further. Okay. Uh, so let's go with the one by step. Here we have done the app.js routing part in the previous section. Components, create book components, it means create books where we are creating, posting the data from the backend, from the front end. So what we are posting, publish here, author and title as a three different states. And loading means when we are getting async await, right? So once we are getting, instead of that, means for example, if we are getting data from the backend, there will be some fraction of times, like seconds and everything. At that time, you guys think it's a lagging, or else you will do unnecessary refresh, so that we will show a loading image, which is called as loading component, which will get its spinner here, where it will be fetched at the time of showing the data, and once we got the data it will be disappeared. That's how we will do is loading. And another hook we will use navigate hook, where navigating means transferring from navigation purpose, like routing what we are doing with the help of use navigator. And use snack bar is identifying what are the operations we are doing. We will show it everything in detail. So let's go ahead with the step by step. Let's go with the first return statement, where in the return statement we have a div, parent div, and in that we are showing the back button, where back button is nothing but here the component I am creating the back button. So what I have done here, I have taken the icons from the React DOM and icon from the React icons. Then I have created a function for the component as a one function. And what I have created it, destination as a home page, slash means home page, so that whenever I am clicking the back button, it should be going into the destination, and somewhat class names were the styling purpose. Okay, so this is the back button of a component. So that back button I am integrating in this create React button, so that when I am on clicking on back button, it should go for the home page. So what do create book will do? Here I am creating the create book, where we are posting the data, and we are using the if else condition. Okay, loading means if loading is true, here it is a false initially, but if it is a loading is true, we are showing the spinner component. Spinner component is the same like back button, we are using another component, we are spinner and somewhat class name. That's it, nothing more than that animation. That's it. So here we are using, if loading is true, we are showing the spinner component, or else it will be the empty thing. So once we got here, means like div, inside the div we are setting the input values and label for title, anchor and publish. And here on change event we are using in the React, so that the value which we are entering in this input, it will be saved in the state. That's what we are doing here. So once we are clicking on here within after that, once we are clicking on the button where handle save button, save book, the logic will trigger. What it will trigger, data will be sending in request.body, right? In the now, if you check in the backend, I will show in the backend also. In the create, what you need it, you need only the request.body, where request.body means in the form of object, title, other and publish here, right? So that's what we are doing here. So where we are doing it here, we are sending title, author and publish here to the backend with the help of API with slash, which we are doing Axios, which is a third-party module for posting the data. Here also we will use the same operations what we are using here. Okay, remember that thing. So here asynchronous flow, where we are posting the data, and this is the what data we called as request, which is coming from the sending from the front end, and that is coming from here. Okay, so once we are getting it, what you're saying, once we are posting the data, it will take somewhat fraction of seconds, right? At that time, if means like a fraction of seconds we are showing it as a true, and if we are posting the data and we are making it as a false data, means the spinner will making it as a false, and we will get a response like book created successfully, which is EQ snacker, which is we have used use snacker, EQ snacker as an npm module, where I will show like a notification, it will show it to you. So where we are sending it's a success message. Okay, then after completion of that, I am navigating it to home page. Slash means it will go back to the home page. If in case post method is done and it's not a success, and then failure means I will show error message, console.log of error. That is the same logic here create. So here what we have done, just UI part, and here the logic of the function what we want to trigger. So let's go to the UI. So this is the create button icon, where when we're clicking it, as you can see, it's going into book/create, where the book/create means here, if you can see in index.js, sorry, not index.js, in app.js, book/create means create component. That is what we are showing here. This is the component which I told you, which is a back button component, and if this is the h2 what we are showing. Let me tell you here, this is h2, what h1 what we are showing here, and here the title and input and other and publish. These are the things, like this is the div and this is the div and this is the third div. Okay, and after that this is a button where we will trigger handle click. So when I create like Swhizz tech info as a book name, author is Swhizz technologies, and published year is 2022. Okay, so when I'm clicking it, the trigger will happen and its loading is done, and it created, this is a snack bar, book created successfully. That is what a snack bar, where we are saying here book created successfully. See, for example, if you do any editing here, it will be shown here. Okay, so book created successfully, and the Swhizz technology info what we are getting it, Swhizz tech 2022, and this is the home page. As you can see in the URL, nothing is there. Okay, that is the home page. So you got how to create the data, and if you can check here, inspect and check here network tab, and I will create another one, for example ABC ABCD and 222. Okay, when I'm clicking on what we are posting it in the data with the books URL. You can say this URL and also the data. Okay, when I'm clicking on it, see books is the URL, and once you go there, let me show you. See, this is the URL what we are talking about. This is the request method posting the data, and 201 is the created. What is the status code? We got it from the backend here with the 201. See, 204. So this is the what importance of status code. Then you are showing the request URL means the port 555 or 6000 whatever it is, and this is the payload which we are sending from the front end, which is data in an object where author is ABCD, published year is this one, and title is this one. So what is the response? You will get it once it is done. Response and preview are the same. Response will be the detail view like this, title, author, publish, ID, whatever we have in the database, it will be shown like that. In preview means it will be shown in different format. That's it. Both response and preview is nothing. For example, response is like 100 lines. Preview will be like a better version of 100 lines. That's it. So better check for the preview. As you can see in the preview, we are getting the author, created it at what time, published year, title, and updated at what time. Everything with a respect to particular ID which is saved in the MongoDB. And this is the front end part, and this is the back end part we are getting as a response. Request, response, okay, to this URL. That is how we will check it for all the things. Like I will tell you for the home page. Let me go for the home page, where home page means you can see Home page means this is the home page where you can see everything here detailedly of list of items, which is called get all method. So if you can see here, we are getting that method and we are calling that response.data, and we are facing it here, and this is the format of button, table and card of 2 buttons, where you see table and card of 2 buttons, and we are showing that 2 views here. Okay, linking that button and the styling of this one, and we are showing that in books table as a one design and card as another design, and we are transferring that books state value in using the props. So this will be the parent one, and inside that parent we have child as books table and books card, and that books table and books card here in the home page you can see books card means designing the card here with mapping the data whatever you are showing in book single card. Then what is book single card? Book single card is the designing of that one. Same like books table, this is the table structure and we are mapping it to show the data here. Okay, so this is the books model and it will show everything in the starting, and this is the books card where we are mapping the data of book single card, and single card we are showing styling purpose of all the things. So what is the book single card? I will tell you. See, for example, see here, first of all, this is a book list of a normal view, and this is a card. When I'm clicking it, see the card display view means data is same. What I told you, the front end developer role is that showing the data from the back end in a different view, whatever we needed it, right? So here also data will be the same, but see the view is different. How? We are giving the function and we are creating different components and we are passing the data. That's it. So when you click on table, it will go for table, and card. So individually means book single card is a component. It will show individually of the cards list items. That's what we are happening here, book single card. Okay. So again, when clicking on this, it will go for the home page only. That's what we are triggering the function. So these are the components in the which we developed for the home page. These are the 4 components, and this is the back button common and spinner for the spinner thing. So after pages are create book we have done, and the home page is the showing all the data which is coming, and in the front end always remember one thing, back end how many routes we have created, that many pages we will do it here based on the logic. I'm not saying this as a thumb rule, but here in this project I am saying it. So as you can see, back end in the routes part, how many routes we have done? Saving the data, getting all the data, get one book, update the data and delete the data. So saving means creating. That's what we are doing, creating the data, getting all the data from the backend. As you can see here, this is the book and response, where in the response you can see all the preview here with a count where data is all this data, and this is the response which is coming of count of 4 things what we have given. For example, if I delete now, yes, delete, and once I can see, you will see here another books API with the call of 3 records. Okay, that's how we will show that. So what we have seen now, different component view, that is one thing. Creating the API, this is one thing, and showing all the API and showing individual based on the ID. And now we are showing another one is deleting the API, like when we are clicking on delete, it will delete button and it will be deleted. See, now only 2 data, and we can see snack bar with book deleted successfully. So for if you want to update, edit like that only, here React.js tutorial with like S Santosh and 2024 save. So S Santosh, this is called book edited successfully. So this is what we are doing in the CRUD operations. So for example, as you can see, delete book means same the process, same logic will be the same, function will be the same, just we are changing because API only we are calling here. As you can check here, when I'm creating, and this one also I will check it and show side by side. See, function C. Function is this one, data, set loading true, access post, set costing, and loading everything. So creating and deleting whatever the function is same only. But the only negative thing means like not negative, the only difference between these two is that UI part is different and just showing the view, that is called UI part. So whenever we are calling the API with respect to of different APIs, okay, here you are using post method, and here you are using the delete method. So whenever you are calling the APIs, it will be showing the things based upon that API from the server side. So what you can understand is CRUD operations is nothing but where we will call the APIs which are coming from the backend. That APIs we will send the data from the front end, and that data which is coming from the front end to the back end will do the operation however we need it and give the response whatever we need it by doing the DB integration and also DB operations. Okay, this is what we called as CRUD operations, where CRUD already told you create, update, and delete. So this is how the brief introduction means, like the brief, not introduction, the project complete overview in detail and depth of what folder and why we are using and how we can use in future for any folder in any project. So till now, so this is the things which we have learned from the scratch of HTML, structure, styling, and after that functionality, and after that framework, and after that backend with the functionality part and MongoDB integration. And we all in this project, in the last 4 classes, we have learned integration of all the things, and we are applying in this project which is called as bookstore. So this is the overview of complete summary, I can say. So if you want further means like in detail knowledge of that, like anyhow what I have explained is nearly up to 4 to 5 years of experience candidate can do the work individually if you guys learn everything from the scratch from HTML class 1 to class 30 or 35. Okay, so up to this class what you have learned, you will do create an application your own selves at all. Okay, so if you need means thank you guys for the means taking these video sessions and learning the new things. Let's hope we can meet further by learning the new technologies of the advanced in the future and coordinate with the Swhizz technologies. If you have any doubts, I will be coordinating with this I will be connecting with the repo with the Swhizz technologies, so that you can, if you want to connect with me and want to clear any doubts in the future, you can connect with the Swhizz technologies. So you can check it here with the going with Swhizz technologies, and you can contact them. Okay, so that they will share directly to me, so that we can get they will act as a medium for us, both of us, and we can show that we can share the knowledge, and I will share you everything information whatever you need. Apart from the technical point of view, if you need any clarification on the interview point of view, I will share you the you can ask contact Swhizz technologies for the interview questions whatever you needed it. For the real-time scenario for up to 5 years of experience what you want, I will share it to them. And after that, not only the interview questions and what are the hacks and tricks to be showed, how to prepare for the interview, so that you can better go for any FANG company. Okay, FANG company or MANG company means, you know guys, right? Facebook, Amazon, and Netflix, like that, Google, any companies. But before going for that, you have to be thorough with all the topics which I have told you. So this is the thing I can tell you in the brief. If you need, in short, I can say, in short, if you need any help in technical point of view and also interview point of view, and in future in projects like projects also support, like not in the support, it means project clarification doubts also, you can contact Swhizz technologies. I will be in with them. Okay, thank you. This is Santosh Kumar signing off.